Hi everyone, welcome to the Celebrity Diaries. From the sun-kissed seashores of the Gold Coast to the fabulousness and style of Hollywood Margot Robbie has made. All in all, a venture in her profession as an entertainer with her ability, excellence, and rational character. It's no big surprise she has become one of the most pursued stars in the business. Yet how did this Aussie surfer young lady become wildly successful in Glittertown, brought into the world in Dobie Sovereign's land and raised on the Gold Coast? Margot Robbie's liking for the sea and surfing was ingrained very early in life. Experiencing childhood in an affectionate family, she was the quintessential Aussie oceanside young lady, embracing the laid-back way of life that many dream of. Robbie's initial life was grounded in effortlessness with her appearance and an interest in shows during her high school years. This enthusiasm for acting before long turned into the main impetus behind her profession, establishing the groundwork for her future triumphs. Her excursion from neighborhood ability to worldwide star started with established in her Australian childhood. Margot Robbie's underlying attack into the acting scene was essentially as vivacious as her Aussie childhood. In the wake of graduating from secondary school, she moved to Melbourne to seek after her acting vocation, taking on different jobs in advertisements and guest featuring in Australian movies and network shows. Her enormous break came in 2008 when she handled the job of Donna Friedman on the famous Australian cleanser show Neighbours. This job not just displayed her acting chops, but also made her a recognized name in Australia. Robbie's obligation to her specialty and her execution on Neighbours were significant in laying out her as a serious entertainer. It wasn't some time before she put her focus on bigger worldwide business sectors with a strong groundwork in acting from her work in Australia. Robbie was exceptional to make the following stride in her vocation. Her progress from Aussie television to the worldwide stage was set apart by assurance and an eagerness to take intense risks, characteristics that would ultimately lead to her forward leap in Hollywood. Margot Robbie's jump to Hollywood fame was out-and-out fleeting. Her progress started with a transition to the U.S., where her obvious ability immediately grabbed the eye of Hollywood's power players. Her advancement job came in 2013 when she featured inverse Leonardo DiCaprio in The Wolf of Money Road. Robbie's depiction of Naomi Lealia was both enamoring and widely praised, acquiring her global acknowledgement practically short-term. This job was a critical defining moment, demonstrating she could stand her ground close by laid-out entertainers from that point. Burglarizes vocation direction blade prompting a progression of jobs in significant movies. For example, Center the Legend of Tarzan and the basically acclaimed I, Tonya, for which she got her most memorable Foundation Grant designation, her capacity to drench herself in assorted characters combined with her normal ability has hardened her status as a Hollywood A-lister. Robbie's excursion from the radiant shores of Australia to the zenith of Hollywood achievement is a demonstration of her constancy ability and the strong dangers she took to accomplish her dreams. Margot Robbie's filmography is a different feature of her boundless gifts. After her champion execution in The Wolf of Money Road, Robbie kept on dazzling crowds and pundits the same with various jobs that have since become famous. In 2016, she assumed the job of Harley Quinn in Self-Destruction Crew, a person that would become inseparable from Robbie's name. Her depiction of the DC comic books wannabe was both energizing and nuanced, acquiring her basic commendation and a committed fan following. Robbie's obligation to the job was clear as she repeated her character in Flying Predators. Furthermore, the fantabulous liberation of one Harley Quinn and the Self-Destruction Crew further establishing her status as a key figure in the DC broadened universe. Another critical vocation achievement was her job as Tanya Harding in I, 2017, an exhibition that displayed Robbie's capacity to exemplify complex, genuine life. Calculating her depiction acquired her designations for a Foundation Grant, a BAFT, a What's More, a Brilliant Globe, featuring her ability in catching the substance of the characters she depicts. These jobs, among others, have not just characterized Margot Robbie's vocation, however, have also shown her flexibility as an entertainer, ready to flawlessly change among classifications and characters, making her one of the most powerful and regarded gifts in Hollywood today. Margot Robbie's impact broadens well past her on-screen jobs, exhibiting a profound obligation to both film creation and different social causes. As a fellow benefactor of Fortunate Chap Diversion, she has taken a proactive position in advancing female-driven stories and activities, testing the industry's orientation. Elements Her creation organization has been instrumental in rejuvenating stories like I, Tanya, exhibiting Robbie's devotion to setting out additional open doors for ladies in film, both before and behind the camera. Her activism isn't restricted to orientation issues, as she's likewise loaned her voice and stage to ecological causes and youngsters' government assistance. Robbie's endeavors incorporate working with associations zeroed in on preservation and also supportability, intending to use her VIP status for significant influence. Her commitment to these areas mirrors a complex way to deal with her vocation and public persona, joining her energy for narrating with an obligation to cultural improvement. Through her work as a maker and dissident, Margot Robbie embodies the capability of capitalizing on one's leverage for everyone's benefit, denoting her as a considerable power in both the media outlet and past. Margot Robbie's excursion from an Aussie surfer to a Hollywood light isn't simply a demonstration of her expert ability. It also features her complex character off the screen. Robbie radiates a receptive, down-to-earth enchantment that misrepresents her big-name status. Known for her lively, carefree nature, she consistently mixes her Australian roots with the requests of a global profession. Her own life, while private, mirrors a commitment to keeping up with certified connections and an energy for brave pursuits, reflecting her initial days on the Gold Coast. Robbie is likewise an advocate for natural causes and ladies' freedoms, utilizing her foundation to champion the issues near her heart in her spare energy. She appreciates getting back to her surfboard, showing that, notwithstanding her worldwide notoriety, she stays associated with her starting points through her activities and how she has her existence off camera. Margot Robbie typifies the embodiment of a cutting-edge Hollywood star who hasn't neglected where she comes from, nor the qualities that impelled her to fame. As Margot Robbie proceeds with her rise in Hollywood, what's in store looks staggeringly brilliant, with a different scope of undertakings in the pipeline, including profoundly expected movies and her own creation, adventures. Robbie is set to enthrall crowds overall with her talent for picking jobs that test and feature her adaptability. Ability implies fans can anticipate her to kick off something new, also her obligation to lifting ladies' voices in film through her creation. Organization highlights her impact past acting as she explores this next period of her profession. Robbie's process vows to be as moving and pivotal as her change from the seashores of Australia to the brilliant lights of Hollywood. Margot Robbie's excursion from Australian surfer to Hollywood elite is confirmation of the strength of determination and pursuing one's dreams. Kindly make sure to like, offer, and buy in for additional persuasive stories on the off chance that you enjoyed this excursion, and never disregard that the individuals who try to seek after their fantasies can arrive at the stars. Thanks for watching this video.